we're going downtown to Fed.
Welcome to the 2019 season of Hockomock League football with the Warriors of Foxborough High School. Today's matchup is between the Foxborough Warriors and the Warriors of King Philip High School. Coming to you from the Jack Martinelli Field in Foxborough. Bringing you all of today's exciting football action are Doug Seuss and Frank Jacob.
We're going to see that misdirection again. There goes Long. He's got a head of steam.
Now, let's join Doug and Frank down on the field for today's pregame commentary.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome again to Foxborough High School Warrior Football 2019 season, brought to you by Cable 8 here at the Jack Martinelli Field. Doug Seuss, my longtime partner and good friend Frank Jafoon, back for another year.
15 years, Doug, 15 years. We got ourselves a heck of a game tonight. We have a tough draw, as they say. This is a very good King Philip team.
Yeah, and again, the way football's been the last few years in the Hockomock League and throughout the state is, you know, with the playoff system, we only play 7 games, and then it determines what level you go into for the playoffs. KP used to be a league game, it's now a non-league game, and Jack doesn't shy away from anybody. There's other teams in the larger division we could be playing, but he chooses KP.
Absolutely, and he'll scrimmage the other teams that we don't play during the regular season in the Hockomock League too. So, yeah, he's not afraid of anybody, and nor should he be. He's got a great record, and now Brian Lee is building a record at KP that his father was building over in Walpole. So this is a good football team, and it's a good test for us tonight.
All right, so Foxborough opened up last week a non-league game over at Norton, a game I personally thought was going to be, you know, Foxborough's favored by a little bit bigger margin. They come away with a 7-0 win. It was a defensive struggle. They scored a touchdown in the second half, but the tail of that game was all defense.
Yeah, it was a good defensive game, and Jack likes his defense. I've talked to him a lot of times about it already. He says the defense, if they can keep you in a game in the first half, then anything can happen in the second half, as you know, Doug.
Right, and I personally have coached a lot of these kids that are playing now on this year's team at the varsity level, back in the Pop Warner days, and skill positions I think is our strength this year.
Yeah.
Our line was rebuilt. I think we have one returning starter in the line. Everybody else is new. We're also Shane Kerrigan, a converted receiver. He played quarterback as a freshman. Now he's back at quarterback as a senior. So what do we expect?
Well, yeah, he's a good athlete. He's going to have his hands full with the defensive line in King Philip. King Philip's got 3 or 4 kids that are 240, 250. They're a big team. They're strong, and they lift, and they're strong. These are the games when you and I remember when we used to play King Philip back in the day, that we'd win 14-12. It was a fight. And I don't know how much of a fight's going to be tonight. I hope it's a good game, though.
I hope it's a good game as well, as do everybody else here. The crowd is just starting to come in. The field's in great shape. Yep. You know, weather's a good night for football. So we'll see what happens in a few short minutes. Okay, welcome again, everybody, to Foxborough High School Warrior football. Tonight's game between the Foxborough High School Warriors and the King Philip Warriors. Forgive my partner Frank and I tonight if we don't refer to teams as the Warriors, because we don't want to confuse anybody. Beautiful night here at the Jack Martinelli Field at the John J. Hearn Middle School. Field looks in great shape. Crowds piling in. Foxborough coming into the game 1-0 with a victory last week over Norton, 7-0 in a non-league game. And KP won their opener. I think, Frank, you said it was basically a one-sided affair. So we're going to have the coin toss in a minute. And we'll have the names of the officials shortly.
Can't hear.
If you talk, I can hear you. All right, you can hear us both. Okay. Okay.
All right. Trying to square this microphone up.
All right, yeah, I see that. Okay.
All right, I got to hear Doug. That's which is.
So you guys have taken us into the 21st century when
I got it. That's better. Thank you.
Frank hung around with Alexander Graham Bell.
Yeah.
Back in his days. He's a couple years older than I am, and I wasn't too far behind. But we are now into the next generation of electronics here. This is wow, look at this. Now we're on screen. This is even better. That's a scary thing.
Can't get any better than this.
Can't get any better. In HD, you can really see how bad we look, right?
I know it.
No,
I'm just living in the dark.
Yeah, there you go. King Philip coming onto the field right now. Quite a big squad, both in numbers and in size. Very athletic team. Their line is strong, aggressive. They have a really good running back in Ryan Halliday, one of their two captains. And Frank tells me that the quarterback for the King Philip Warriors is a really good ball player as well.
He's a player, yep. He's a player. In my opinion, Dougie and I have seen these kids grow up and stuff. He's the quarterback, and I can't remember his name right now, but he is probably one of the top 2 quarterbacks in the league, along with the kid from Canton by the name of Hagan. But I'm anxious to see this line because they're averaging about 247.
Between the King Philip Warriors, coached by Brian Lee, with a record of 1 win, 0 losses, and Jack Martinelli's 2019 Foxborough Warriors, also with a record of 1 win and 0 losses. Taking the coin toss for the King Philip Warriors, Captain number 22, Sal Kalman, and number 34, Captain Ryan Halliday.
Terrific program here. Expected a great game.
Number 11, Captain Shane Carrigan.
Play fair, play
Number 13, Captain Elijah Lewis.
Tolerate any cheap shots.
Number 53, Captain Mike Sheehan.
Again, Captain.
Number 68, Captain Zach Jenkins.
All right, toss the coin. Questions?
And number 99, Captain Anton George.
Okay. King Philip, you're the visitors. T is tails, H is heads. Pretty simple, huh? Pretty good for me. T tails, H heads. What's the call going to be? The call is heads. Heads is the call.
Beautiful night for a ball game, Dougie. Huh?
Sure is.
Field looks great. Everything looks great.
Foxborough has won the toss, and they've chosen to confer. Please stand for the national anthem, which will be performed by the Foxborough Warrior Marching Band under the direction of Foxborough High School Marching Band Director, Mr. Aaron Bush.
All right, folks, great job there by our high school band. One thing I want to touch upon is the change in the high school rules.
Yeah, there are new rules.
It's really big. It's really big now, the way it's affecting everybody. For the last umpteen years, only Texas and Massachusetts were the only 2 states in the country that at the high school level they were playing under NCAA rules, same as colleges. And now we are under National Federation of High School rules, and there's some significant changes, one of which were 12-minute quarters, and the other, which you and I are both going to love, is only 3 timeouts per team per half versus the 5.
They hurt us.
Oh, somebody listen.
For 15 years, poor Dougie and I have been hammering home how many timeouts both teams get in a football game.
To be honest, adding an extra minute per quarter is probably going to shorten the game compared to having 5 timeouts and playing 11-minute quarters.
I think you're absolutely right.
So that's one of the big changes, and there's some others with some of the penalties and some of the things guys are able to do. One of the things I found out as a quarterback can actually run the ball past the line of scrimmage, retreat back, and throw a pass without being an illegal pass.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. I mean, it would only happen accidentally in most cases, but eventually some coach will figure that out and do it intentionally.
Yep.
So here we go for Foxborough. We got a big guy teeing off. We got a squib kick, fielded back around the 15-yard line.
Nice return.
Number 22, that's the captain on the King Philip team. We had his name, Sam Callanan, with the return, brings it out to the 32-yard line.
Runs it out to about the 32-yard line.
Tyler James was the kicker for Foxborough, and he might be the biggest kicker we've ever had at 6'4", 235.
He's a big boy.
KP comes right out. No huddle offense. We're going right to the line of scrimmage. We have wide receivers, both left and right, single back. That's Halliday is the single back. They're in a shotgun. And we're going to have a straight ahead dive. And he kicks it outside. Halliday's got the edge. Over there, he hosts the Foxborough Warriors. In on the play, got Mike Devlin, number 1, was in there. Aiden Stapleton, number 2, was also on the play. Gain of about 5 yards, though.
King Philip's a big, strong offensive line, Doug. Even bigger than they were last year, and they were big last year.
So we have number 6 quarterbacking for King Philip there, and that is Robbie Jarrist.
Yep.
So that's the young man Frank had mentioned in the pregame. So 2nd and 5. Long count. Again, we're going to play action pass. Jarrist is going to roll this out. He's got a tight end.
Close to a first down.
86 on the receiving end of that for King Philip. That's Drew Danson and Aiden Stapleton, number 2, with the tackle. Now we're going to have a little replay here.
See it again.
With the reception. TJ Perry, Elijah Lewis.
They're moving the stakes. We got a first down.
First down.
Yep, out to the 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
1st and 10. Now they have 2 backs in the backfield, KP does, and 3 receivers in the pattern. They're going without tight ends, and we got a flag down already.
We got motion.
That was a read pass option, run pass option play there by the quarterback, Jarrist, and he gets tackled for no gain, actually a loss of a couple yards, but there was a flag on the play. Illegal procedure call against King Philip. Foxborough chooses to decline, take the play, which was a 2-yard loss, so it'll be 2nd and 12.
Illegal procedure, penalty on KP.
The referee tonight in the white hat, Bill Barra.
We've had Bill before.
Yes, we have.
2nd and about 12.
I'll give you the rest of the referees in a second.
40-yard line.
On that front line for Foxborough, we have number 44, Johnny Moses. Very fierce defensive end, quick, tall. We have Anton George, number 99, who had a huge game. He's playing the other DN. We're going to get a timeout right here. Foxborough looked like they were showing blitz, and King Philip didn't like that. So they'll use one of their 3 timeouts.
Now remember what Doug said at the beginning of this. The timeouts have gone down from 5 to 3, so that's significant. That's significant. We always talked about the timeouts every single game. The reason they had so many timeouts is because it was the high school game in Massachusetts, not unlike what it is in other states, is a running game, and you can stop the clock, obviously with a timeout.
Yeah, that was the only difference really from the NCAA rules because, the NCAA obviously doesn't give teams 5 timeouts and a half.
That's right.
But to your point, here we go. We're going to see a quick replay here. And again, this is that's a design play with Jarrus reading the D end in that case and seeing if he can suck him in. But number big 72, Caleb Mitchell, was here for Foxborough. And here we go again with Halliday. He's going to bounce this outside. He's gotten an edge for a couple yards, but Foxborough runs him out of bounds. 33 over there on the tackle for the Warriors is Mike Norvish.
Holliday's a strong kid. He's a strong kid, and he's going to get the ball tonight 25 times at least. So just keep your eye on number 34 for King Philip. He's a player.
Mike Norris.
He picks up 4 yards, so we have a 3rd down and 8 situation. And again, not necessarily a passing down with a strong running game. KP does come out with 3 receivers in the formation, but they are showing a full house backfield. We have motion, and we're going to see Jarrus roll out. He's going to look for that tight end. Oh, he throws a nice pass. Number 11 on the receiving end of that for KP was Alex Beeling, and he was hitting stride. Nice over-the-shoulder pass, Frank.
Perfect pass.
Alex Beeling.
Now, Jarrus is only 5'8". He's quick. He's got a nice arm, and that's a great pass right there. 30, 35-yard gain.
Yeah. T.J. Perry, who had a good game last week against Norton, was short in the coverage a little bit there, and the pass was thrown just in between him and Aiden Stapleton for a big gain. 1st down at the Foxborough 20, and we're going to see Jarrus keep the ball, a design play.
He's going to get about 9.
A lot. He runs into a host of Foxborough Warriors. Mike Sheen, one of them. Elijah Lewis also, but not until he picks up about 6, close to 7 yards. They're now at the 13 of Foxborough. For a 2nd and 3, we have 8 minutes and 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Foxborough yet to touch the ball. KP on the opening drive. Now we have 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Again, Halliday, the lone back. He takes a straight ahead handoff, runs into the line.
I don't know if he
Again, Norvish with a good hit, and he got a little help there at the end.
Ryan Halliday on the carry.
He's close. He's about a yard short.
Number 33, Michael Norvish, and number 99, Anton George.
Actually, Moses made the first hit, pushing him back. Mike Norvish came in, wrapped him at the ankles, and Anton George finished him off there. So that's the kind of teamwork that we're looking for. So 3rd down and 2.
That's the kind of teamwork we need right now.
Yeah.
3rd and 2 on the Foxborough.
Same formation this time. Again, Halliday remains as the single back, and we're going to have a keeper.
I think he's got it, Doug.
Oh, easily, and he's still going.
Yep.
Robbie Jarrus on the
Jarrus picks up the 1st down. We're going to have 1st and goal, and this brings back haunting memories to me, Frank. A few years back when King Philip ran literally like 12 quarterback sneaks in a row.
Unbelievable.
Went right down the field, scored.
We couldn't believe it.
No, and then they actually went for the 2, doing the same thing. And we end up, losing that game, basically because we couldn't stop a quarterback sneak.
That's 100% right.
And again, Jarrus being an athlete, he has the odd option to run the ball or to throw it. We've already seen his first good pass, and now here he goes with another run.
Nice play. Nice play.
That's Sheen again. He wasn't fooled by that. We will have a slight gain.
Jarrus keeps it. Brought down by number 53, Mike Sheehan.
Nice job there, Mike. So we're coming down to 6 minutes. So the first quarter is almost half over. KP just marching down the field. Foxborough's now with their goal line stand on 2nd and 5. 2nd and goal from the 5. Center for KP is Sean Pillar, number 70. And we're going to see a little, there goes the RPO again. And again, Jarris gets in.
Touchdown.
They ran the jet sweep, faked that handoff, and Jarris keeps the ball and goes in off tackle.
He's tough to find.
Yeah.
He's tough to find once he gets behind those big lines.
I mean, we'll see a replay here. And again, I think Foxborough obviously has to look for the jet sweep right there. They got to play that honest. But Jarris did such a nice job of pulling the ball back out and then had a huge hole in front of him. On to do the kicking for KP, number 7 is Dylan Conti. Good snap. It's blocked. Now here's the other thing. Balls cannot be advanced anymore. That's see right there. You can see Elijah Lewis thought he was off to the races, but now another new one of the rule things. They cannot advance a blocked extra point.
The extra point attempt is blocked by Foxborough. 5:43, first quarter.
What's this fake handoff? He literally pulled that ball away from number 9. And there's very little Foxborough could do. Well designed play, blocked well. Just a tough play. You gotta stop them before we get in the red zone. That's the way I look at it.
Without question, this like we're talking about, the King Philip team's a good football team. They beat North Attleboro handily last week. Usually North Attleboro, obviously Mansfield and Foxborough are the games that you look forward to.
Back for Foxborough, number 3, Louis Sulham, and number 4, Tommy Sharkey.
All right, we got Tommy Sharkey, Louis Sulham back there. Sharkey, only a sophomore, had a big JV game earlier this week. I think he had 3 touchdowns in that game. Very exciting young man, and Louis Sulham certainly is like lightning in a bottle. Sharkey's he's going through his leg. We're gonna see Sulham. He's got a hole. Watch him go. There he goes. Type of player Louis Sulham is. Look, he's gonna razzle dazzle. He's still moving, and he's out beyond the 50-yard line into the KP territory. That's exactly what Foxborough needed.
Yeah, they did. They answered.
Louis, one of my former players, and I got his younger brother this year, and I tell you, they're both like 2 of a kind, 1 of a kind each, let's say. And we just saw right there what he can do.
Quick feet.
Very quick feet. Foxborough's up to the line, but we're looking at the replay right now, and you can see how he's got kids faked out of their sneakers. All right, back to action here. Kerrigan, he gives a handoff here. That's 22, Bobby Girardi, who runs real hard right there.
Yep, very nice run.
Foxborough carry by number 22, Bobby Girardi. Knocked out of bounds.
Bobby Girardi, a solid running back, senior. We're going to see some good blocking right here.
Yep, very good block.
Very good blocking. 73 downfield for the Warriors. Aiden Dow with a nice block on the edge there.
He actually blocked 2 guys.
Yeah. So Foxborough inside the KP 30-yard line now. KP has a lot of guys in that box, and here's Girardi once again. He's going to try the middle. He's going to squeak out a couple. Trying to run in behind Zach Jenkins and Sean Ferguson. He picks up like 3. Foxborough now have the ball about the 24.5-yard line of King Philip.
2nd and 7.
Foxborough comes right back out again. A little bit, almost looks like a double wing action. Now we're going to see Chris McNamara, C-Mac, and he gets tripped up. He runs into Sulham right there.
Chris McNamara on the carry.
He loses a half a yard. So we got 3rd and 7, I would say. Long 7. Again, the skill positions for the Warriors are really good. They have a lot of speed there. It's just a matter of whether or not the line can do anything to help them out.
The KP 25-yard line.
How'd the freshmen do the other day?
Freshmen actually play tomorrow. The away games, teams want to play on Saturday mornings versus Thursday. So the freshmen, they're 1-0. They'll go to KP tomorrow, which will be a real test for them. Kerrigan in the shotgun. He's going to roll out. He had an open James Stamatos, I believe. 23, James Stamatos. Ball went right in through his hands off his chest. That would have been a nice first down. Shane Kerrigan does a really good job here getting outside the rush, throwing the ball on the run, and he has Stamatos. And James, normally a short-handed receiver, I think he was concerned about maybe running before he had secured the ball.
Yeah.
So we have a 4th down situation. Foxborough looks like they're going for it. That's a tough play, as you know, Frank, a quarterback right-handed run to his left and making a good throw.
It is a tough go.
So here's Girardi out in the flat. He's open. Girardi is open if Kerrigan can find him. And there's the problem. The pocket just broke down. But Bobby Girardi went in motion from right to left, and he was wide open on the snap of the ball. And Shane never had a chance. Kerrigan never had a chance. We'll see. You're going to see, here comes Girardi, and there's nobody around him right here. Literally nobody around him. The problem is KP's pass rush was so intense.
Yep.
Shane never had a chance.
35-yard line.
Good design on that play, just needed better execution. So, unfortunately, Foxborough's drive comes up short, and KP will take over now at their own 35-yard line. 3:51 remaining in the first quarter. 6-0 King Philip lead. All right. We're going to picked off. There you go. Well read. Oh, number 6 for Foxborough. TJ Perry had a couple picks last week. All right. He read that thing perfectly. And I'll tell you, I couldn't be happier because, again, that's one of my former players. That kid was a lineman for a lot of years, and now he's playing D-back, and he's playing it very well. Oh, did he read this thing perfectly?
Yeah, it's a shame he couldn't get in.
Almost. The only one that could make the play was the quarterback, and he did. Jarrett's got to give him credit. But Foxborough, golden opportunity. Quick turnover. They have a 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Now we're going to see a full house backfield here.
Let's go line, get off the ball.
Kerrigan's under center, which doesn't happen often for Foxborough. And it looks like we're in.
I don't think so. I don't think they called it.
The linemen think they're in. See Sean Ferguson there, number 678. He thinks. I'm actually not quite sure who had that ball, whether it was Norvish. We're going to have a timeout. We're right about the 1-inch line. If we can see a replay. Yep. All right. Here we go.
Timeout on the field.
It wasn't Girardi. It looked is Chris McNamara, CMAC 29. Boy, that's close. It's hard to see. A lot of meat there.
Well, we got a break here, Doug. I'll run down the officials for everybody.
Go ahead, Frank.
As I said earlier, Billy Barr is the referee. Been around a long time. Billy Cotter. Chip Santos is the line judge. Jeff Sesney.
Want the ball inside the 1-yard line.
Bob Doherty and Nick De Silva is on the clock up here.
All right, 2nd and goal from inside the 1-yard line for Foxborough. Again, Kerrigan's going up underneath center, and we normally don't do this.
Sneak.
And they're stacking it. They're stacking it. And he's in. Nice job. Good push by that line. Real good push by that line. Caleb Mitchell, 72. One of the guards there.
Touchdown number 11, Shane Kerrigan.
Zach Jenkins, 68 in there. KP knew it was coming.
Yeah, they loaded up the middle.
So we get a big extra point coming by a big kicker.
Point after kick.
James, the kicker. High snap.
You got to
Oh,
hit it off the post.
And we got a penalty flag down. We could have a roughing the kicker call or roughing the holder.
Flag on the play.
That was a late flag.
Look for a personal foul here.
Yeah. And that's another one of the new rules. There's only 4 personal fouls that can result in an automatic first down, should it be the case. And they're all roughing the kicker, roughing the holder, roughing the quarterback.
That's what it was, roughing the kicker.
Penalty on King Phillips.
How do you rough a kid that's 6'4", 235? That's all I got to know. Oh, Foxborough get another chance here. The holder is Paul Andrews, sure-handed young man. Again, another one of my former players. Good to see him out there. James gets a second shot. Good snap. Wow.
Roll
That thing's almost out of the park. So Foxborough takes a 7-6 lead. 3:15 remaining in the first quarter.
That's huge.
Paul Andrews on the hold. With 3:15, the first quarter, Foxborough 7, King Phillips 6.
That got the crowd back in the game. Here we go, touchdown. Yeah, it looks like Zach Jenkins is the center, 68. Like I said, Caleb Mitchell, you can see in there, 72. All right, we're going to see the roughing the kicker. It was a high snap. Oh, yeah, it took him out.
Good sportsmanship is the #1 priority of all our schools.
Hey, that's 2 mistakes King Philip made. Gives Foxborough the lead.
There you go.
Let's hope that there's more behind that. Back deep for King Philip, as was at the start of the game, number 22. Again, that's Sam Callanan, one of the captains. And I believe the other young man is, it looks like maybe number 2.
It's hard to tell.
It is. The shirt's kind of rolled up there. You're going to love the new white shirts that we got, Frank. If they wear them, you can actually see the numbers.
Oh, good.
They're blue.
Back to KP. Sam Callanan.
Squib kick. It's number 3. Callanan has it. He takes a pop or two. Stamatos in on that tackle. Norvish in on that tackle. The other deep back there was Michael Zagrodny, number 3 for King Philip. Callanan on the return.
Number 23, James Stamatos.
He brings it back out. He brings it out to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the King Philip Warriors. This will be their 3rd possession of the game. Last one was a one-play pick.
Should be 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
By T.J. Perry. So Jarrett's still back at quarterback. Halliday the running back. And I think we might have motion on King Philip here. George in on that tackle in the backfield. I think Norris, again, he's very active so far in this game, but I think we got motion on King Philip. And that's exactly what it is. Coach may choose to take this one, make it a 1st and 15.
Ball start on KP.
Right there, you can see the up back in the backfield started forward before the snap.
1st and 15 for KP.
So King Philip brings out 3 receivers to the near side, the Foxborough sideline. And Jarris is back to pass. He's got a slant.
Oh, he almost had another one picked.
Perry almost got a deflected one off there. Good coverage by Elijah Lewis on that. Jarris tried to thread the ball in to his intended receiver there, Alex Beeling. Oh,
Andrew McKinney.
I'm sorry, Andrew McKinney, number 13.
By number 53, Mike Sheehan, number 13, Eli Lewis.
If he connects on this thing, it could go for quite a big gain, but throws a little high into defense was really tight there. So we have a 2nd and 15. And we're going to see a handoff to Halliday. He runs into a host of Warriors right there.
Nice defense.
15's in the George. Anton George,
20,
again.
23.
Brought down by James D'Amato.
Cam Prescott also in on that. Cam actually is he's the backup quarterback. He's playing linebacker. So we'll identify some of those guys in that Foxborough line there. Again, I already mentioned Johnny Moses and Anton George. But so your linebackers, you got Stamatos, you got Sheehan, you got Norvish, you got Prescott, good linebackers. Third and about 13. We're going to see Jarris roll out. He's going to underthrow his intended receiver. Again, that was intended for number 13. McKinney.
They turned it over.
Incomplete, 4th down.
Nice defense.
Right. The penalty got him in a hole, and then the defense took over from there.
Yep.
And on the coverage for Foxborough.
They made at least 2 big mistakes, King Philip, in this
Right.
first period.
So back for Foxborough, again, Sharkey and saw him.
Tommy Sharkey. On the punt is Dylan Conti.
Foxborough literally has nobody on the line of scrimmage.
Timeout, King Philip.
I don't think in all my years of coaching and watching football, I don't think I've ever seen a defensive formation like that where there's nobody on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
They're almost playing linebacker or back as the return guys. I don't anticipate a King Philip fake here, that's for sure, partner.
Not here. Not in this part of the field. Ryan Lee's got to be wondering what the hell happened here.
Yeah, I mean, Foxborough obviously not intimidated by KP's
Aim to play.
size and recent success. So back to kick for the King Philip Warriors is number 7, and that's Dylan Conti. Takes a snap. He gets off a pretty decent kick. This is going to go Tommy Sharkey's way. Sharkey finds some room on the sideline, and he's brought down.
Tommy Sharkey on the return. Brings out to the Foxborough 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Foxborough Warriors.
I believe it was Gabriel Gillis, let's say, on the tackle. But Foxborough has great field position at their own 47-yard line with a 1-point lead, 7-6. 1:43 left in the first quarter. Foxborough's 3rd possession of the first quarter. We go trips receivers to the far side, lone receiver to the near side. King Philip's coming with a blitz, and Kerrigan tried to do the RPO with Uriarty and gets swarmed under, and he gains nothing. He loses yardage. In fact, Conniff and Doherty.
Number 41, Owen Doherty.
So we lose 2 yards on that. I think there's a situation, partner, where if Shane has more experience at quarterback, he calls an audible noticing that blitz coming up.
Sure. Maybe by the end of the season we'll see that.
Yeah. We got motion on us. That's Ferguson off to the races.
Left tackle jumped.
I believe that's Sean Ferguson.
78.
Now Foxborough's starting to make a couple key mistakes here that's going to back them up. So 5 more yards. It'll be a 2nd and 17. We started off on our own 47. Now we're back to our own 40.
2nd and 17.
Clock is running. We're coming down to a minute remaining in the first quarter. Again, Foxborough with a 1-point lead here. 7-6 over King Philip. Right now we need to get about half of this back. All right, close up the formation a little bit tighter. Uriarty with a handoff. He tries the left side.
Couldn't get wide.
His right. 22, Sam Callanan on the tackle.
Brought down by number 5, Matt Meehan. And also number 9, Brian
You see,
Watson.
Foxborough has a pulling guard there. Number 62
Third and 15.
well, actually, it looked like 62 for the Warriors.
68, Dougie.
68. I'm sorry, I was Zach Jenkins then. Thank you very much, Frank. So, big third down here. The first quarter will end. Foxborough
At the
regroup.
end of the first quarter.
Not a bad first quarter, though, for the Warriors.
Foxborough 7.
Not bad at all.
King Phillip 6.
Jack's got to be happy with this.
I believe so. I think everybody is. KP with that opening drive, consuming a lot of time,
Yeah.
marching right down the field. Would obviously make some of us nervous, figuring like not a way we want to start a game. But the Warriors, our Warriors, withstood that initial drive and have come back and made a ball game of this. So we switch ends of the field. Foxborough will now be heading towards the far end zone where the scoreboard is located. Brian Carew is calling the plays for the Foxborough offense. He joined our staff last year. He was a successful ball player years ago for the Warriors. Played here, and then he played some college ball, and then over at Stoughton for many years. Pick up that block there. We got a good catch. We got a good catch by Louis Solom.
That wasn't a good catch. That was a great catch.
That was a great catch. Shane Kerrigan under a lot of pressure. Shane Kerrigan being chased. Chris McNamara get enough of the rusher, who I believe was Callanan for King Phillip, and was able to get the ball off, and Louis Solom took that one just off the carpet. First down Warriors, King Phillip 41-yard line. We're going to see, this is McNamara again.
Nice run.
Yep. Brought down on the play.
They've impressed me.
McNamara on the carry.
Nick Vescucci on the tackle. Look at this. This is just a great catch, as you said, partner.
Yeah, that's a good catch.
What was even harder was the fact that the King Phillip defender
All over him.
was all over him and actually tried to swipe the ball down. I don't know how he missed it.
5 yards on that play.
Good run by McNamara, 5-yard gain. Brings
I'd
up a
love to
second and
stick
5.
one in here. Love to get one more before half.
You're already in the backfield now. KP with no safety. Kerrigan's going to keep this. He's going to turn it in for a couple yards.
Kerrigan on the quarterback keeper. He's brought down by number 41, Owen Doherty.
Gets it down to the 35-yard line. Brings up a 3rd and 4 situation.
Boy, Mansfield will keep an eye on this score, won't they?
3rd and 4 for the Warriors. The KP 35-yard line.
Again, KP with no safety, really. All their backs are rolled up. And Kerrigan's going to roll outside the pocket. Oh, he's got a great passing catch there.
Kerrigan's pass is complete.
Number 12, Brian Hughes.
That was a great pass.
Oh, super.
First down.
Great pass by Kerrigan on the run, under pressure. And he put it where he had to. I mean, not a lot of room for error here,
No,
Frank.
I know. He let him well.
And look at Hughes, short-handed here. Look at him. Look at that.
Keeping both feet in was a struggle.
Right, he only had to do one.
Yeah.
Fantastic play by Ryan Hughes as well. So Foxborough has a first down at the 11-yard line.
Brian Lee's got to be wondering what's going on here.
Uriarty bounces it. Tough running by Bobby Uriarty. He gets it down to the 10. Only a short gain of 1, but he worked to get that yard.
Brought down by Owen Doherty.
Doherty on the tackle for King Phillip.
Second and about 9.
King Philip is basically banking on Foxborough running the ball right here. They are loading up the box.
I think they're probably going to bet right, too.
Yeah, this formation Foxborough's running, Brian Carew kind of like is the mastermind of it. It's a spread formation where you got 4 options with your receivers, and it's all basically short patterns, too.
Yeah.
There goes McNamara off tackle, running behind Ferguson.
Chris McNamara on the carry.
He picks up about 4 yards, brings up a 3rd and 6. We're pulling Mitchell. There is number 62 for the Warriors. We don't have him on our sheet here. I'm not sure who that would be, but we don't have a 62 listed.
Sam Callahan.
So third and 6 to go at the 8-yard line. A little over 8 minutes left in the first half here in the second quarter. McNamara in the backfield once again. Kerrigan's going to roll out. He's got pressure coming on his backside. He's got to get rid of that ball. He just threw it away. Good choice there.
Smart move.
Now we'll see whether or not Foxborough wants to try a field goal.
Kerrigan's pass intended for number 3.
We've seen the leg on James on that extra point.
It's hustle, Chip.
They're going for it, aren't they?
Yeah, it looks like it.
4th down for Foxborough.
No, he's going to kick now.
Yep. Maybe call your timeout right here because that play clock's running. This clock stops on incomplete pass, but the play clock is running with the referee. James out to attempt, which would be approximately a 25-yard field goal attempt. Oh, bad snap. Oh, my God. Does this go through? It does. How does that happen?
The one right
It was like that was a sandwich.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Literally a sandwich there, folks.
I don't know how he got that through.
Oh, my God. We're leading the charm life right now.
Yes, we are.
He wasn't even sure he was supposed to kick it, I think. He saw the ball on the ground. It was not a good snap from the get-go. We're going to see this. Watch this ball roll back. He stops. And
he stopped.
Everybody stopped.
King Philip kid bowed his head.
There's your 2 King Philip captains. How do they not block that ball?
I have no idea.
We're going to see it again. Here you go. Here comes the ground ball to the shortstop. And then there's the soft line drive to center field for a base hit. Unbelievable. Biggest kicker in Foxborough history, and he hits a line drive over the goalpost. I love it. It's beautiful.
It counts.
It counts. It's 3 points, and Foxborough has a 10-6 lead. That's a big 3 points to come away with. So 8:04 left in the second quarter. Foxborough will be kicking off.
Kicking off for Foxborough.
Callahan is back again, as is Zagrodny.
Number 22, Sam Callahan.
Well, he was one tackle away from
number
going.
2 that was for King Philip. Crawford Cantave.
Brought down by Crawford. Run back.
There's a good sign. Look at the moon. I'm looking at it
Oh,
over
beautiful
there.
shot.
I'm looking at it over there.
Brought down by number 23, James Tomato.
Very cool.
Ball is brought out to
K-Weight does it all, folks.
First and
We'll give you a little bit of
10,
nature,
Warriors.
as well as some good football. All right, first and 10.
This is a good game.
This is a good game. Foxborough with the lead. KP opens up at their own 43-yard line after a good kick return. Jarris again, the quarterback. Foxborough pick, almost another pick there. Ball gets out to the 50-yard line. Connection on the pass. Number 9 for King Philip is Wasser-Sugg, I'm sorry.
Brian Wasser sub.
So close.
Norvish and Michael Devlin in on the stop for Foxborough.
Devlin was up tight on that.
Ball spotted at the
Half a second more, he has that ball intercepted. So a gain of like 6, 2nd and 4, ball at the 49 of King Philip. And we're going to see Halliday go to the outside. Stamatos in pursuit. TJ Perry over there. He's still going, though.
That's great defense. That's great defense.
Really gang
right there.
tackling. George was all the way over there. Anton George. They do pick up the first down, but it's great to see that many bodies
Yeah, oh yeah.
in pursuit.
That kid's an all-league tailback too. Last year, he was a.
You see Stamatos right there, 23,
Yep,
and then there's
yep.
Perry. Now watch George come from all the way on the other side of the field to get involved right there at the end.
Brought down by number 13, Eli Lewis.
Eli Lewis also in that tackle. 1st and 10, King
number
Philip
6,
on the Foxborough 46-yard
TJ
line.
Perry. First down for KP on the Foxborough 46
We have motion.
yard line.
And we're going to see a quarterback draw here. He's going to pick up about 6 yards down to the Foxborough 40.
By Jarris. Brought down by
Design
number 44,
quarterback run there, quarterback draw.
John Moses.
Johnny Moses, number 44 on the tackle.
Second
The
and 4.
offensive line from King Philip
KP.
have been yelled at already. They're giving off the ball a lot better now. But the Foxborough's defense is outstanding tonight.
They're playing really good, partner. You're right.
All of them, the backs, the linebackers,
Line is coming hard. This is a
Yep.
good battle in the trenches.
absolutely.
King Philip adjusting. Straight ahead again, Halliday. That's Cam Prescott with an ankle tackle right there, but we're going to see another first down by King
Halliday
Philip.
on the carry for KP. Brought down by Anton George. Cam Prescott.
KP firing off the line there, Halliday.
Results in a first down for KP.
Well, he hands the ball high, doesn't he?
Sure
Hands
does.
the ball off high.
35-yard line.
That's the way Holiday runs too. He
Yeah.
runs high.
Well, what I'm seeing, though, is, the quarterback's not very tall.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's one of the smaller. And I think Ken's quarterback is a little on the smaller side, too.
Yep.
We're going to see Halliday again. Oh, we missed a tackle there. TJ Perry's going to come up and help, but not until Halliday picks up about 7 yards.
Nice run.
We had a shot in the backfield.
Ryan Halliday on the carry. Knocked out of bounds by number 6, TJ Perry.
Right here, he splits a couple Foxborough defenders. Devlin, Norvish, I believe.
Ball to Foxborough 24-yard line.
So he actually picks up a first down on the play at the Foxborough 24. We're under 5 minutes now. Foxborough with a 10-6 lead. King Philip putting together a good drive here. Jarris takes a snap. Again, Halliday. They're getting a steady dose of Halliday right now.
That's an outstanding play. If you take a look at the tight end's lining up in the wing, and he pulled and went and took Holiday right up the middle.
Okay, we're
Let's see
going to
if we
take a
can
look.
see it again.
Halliday brings the ball down to the Foxborough 20-yard line.
Sheehan and
2nd and 6 for King Philip.
Sheehan and James Stamatos in on that tackle. A couple other Foxborough Warriors couldn't pick up their numbers. So a gain of 4, we get a 2nd and 6. Jarris keeping the ball out of the air on this drive. Now he's going to roll out, just as I say that, little bootleg action play. Finds his tight end over there, Drew Danson.
That's the kid who just blocked up
Yep.
the middle,
Pass
86.
complete to number 86, Drew Danson.
He's a big boy too.
Again, and this is set up because they just ran the ball about 7 or 8 straight times. And with the little bootleg, we're going to see a timeout. A little bootleg action there. Foxborough bid hard on Halliday,
Yep.
It's good call. Good call by King Philip.
Timeout on the field.
So we have a break in action. Talk a little bit about Mansfield, Frank, what they're doing this weekend.
Oh, well, first of all, last week they beat a decent Boston College high school team, and they beat them up pretty good. I'm not even sure who they're playing this week.
They're out in Cincinnati. They're out in
They're
Cincinnati.
in Cincinnati.
They're out in
Yeah,
Cincinnati,
that's right.
playing a Catholic school, I believe, from Cincinnati.
Yep. That's a good football team. Mansfield, very quick, a lot of good young speed. Sophomores, juniors, really quick.
Right.
And I'm sure that'll be a heck of a football game between King Philip and Mansfield for the division title there.
Right. And again, Foxborough, if everybody remembers, last Thanksgiving game at Fenway Park,
my God.
one of the classics, all-time classics in our series with them.
It's the only game I've missed in 15 years.
There you go, huh?
And I gotta miss that one.
There you go. We're going to see Jarris on the keeper, and he finds his way into the end zone.
Yep.
Touchdown, King Philip.
All right. No big deal.
Quarterback, number 6, Bobby Jarris.
No big deal. There's plenty of time. Foxborough has 3.5 minutes left here. And they now trail by 2 with the pending extra point. King Philip is lined up to kick it, as one would expect.
Dylan Conti on for the point after attempt.
Conti, the kicker. Good snap. Low kick. And he gets it over.
I can't believe that one over. Holy cow.
With 3:31 left in the half.
Oh, maybe the air's heavy tonight or something, but we're going to see the touchdown here. Again, Jarris has run it in twice for them. This is just very good effort on his part. He's reading all the traffic in front of him. I'm not even going to say he's reading blocks because Foxborough had guys going every which direction too.
In accordance with the state
He had to
laws,
navigate himself through
we
there.
ask you to please refrain from smoking while here at Jack Martinelli Field. Also, restrooms are available in the school across from the parking lot.
So we're 13-10, 3:31 remaining in the first half. Foxborough will be receiving. Sharkey and Solheim are back. We've already had one electrifying return from Solheim. Let's hope we get something similar from
Back
either
for
him or
Foxborough,
Sharkey.
Louis Solheim, number 4, Tommy Sharkey.
Again, Conti, the kicker, teeing it up for King
Kick
Philip.
him off for KP, number 7, Dylan Conti.
Kick's going to Sharkey. He takes it. He's got a few blockers. Hold on to that ball. There he goes. Nice work there by Tommy Sharkey. Gets the ball out to the Foxborough 35-yard line.
Tommy Sharkey on the return. Runs it out to the 35-yard line of Foxborough.
It's Callahan, he missed the first tackle.
By number 53, Gabriel Gillies.
Gillies on the tackle for King Philip. So
1st and 10 for the Foxborough Warriors.
Foxborough at their own 35. Plenty of time left. They got a couple timeouts left. Maybe all 3, as a matter of fact. And we're going to see Girardi again. And he gets a short gain of 1, stays in bounds. Clock will continue to run.
Carry.
What's he go, about $145, that kid?
He's not very big, that's for sure.
He's quick.
He is quick, as you say, partner.
On the tackle,
Quick as a hiccup.
Yeah, he's tough kid.
5'9", 165.
2nd and 9. The Foxborough Warriors.
Again, the line play for the Warriors has to be consistent, and really they need to drive the defensive line off the ball. You got to give your backs a hole just a little bit so they can.
Yeah, absolutely.
They can do it after that, but you got to have an initial surge. There's Solomon in motion. He's on the jet sweep, and unfortunately he cuts it back inside and runs into a lot of white jerseys. He'll pick up like 2 yards on the play, maybe 3. Louis definitely someone you want to get involved in your offense.
Brought down by number 35, Michael Malatesta.
Now Testa on the tackle for King Philip.
40, Sean Cuniff.
So we have a third and long 6, Foxborough's 39-yard line.
For Foxborough.
Again, King Philip really is playing without a safety. Foxborough's offense has got them rolled up.
They have no respect for our passing game.
No, and here goes Kerrigan on a roll out. He needs a block here. There you go. And is that Solheim again? I believe it is.
That might make them rethink that.
A great strike from Kerrigan.
Complete to number 3, Louis Solheim for Foxborough, first down. Ball spotted at the KP, 47-yard line.
That's a strike, and Solheim goes up. Solheim himself is not a very big target. We'll get to him in a second. We're back to action. Solheim, we're going to have motion.
Crawford can't save.
We got all kinds of bad stuff happening on this one. Solheim is 5'8", 155, and maybe. I'd say probably more like 5'6", and maybe a $150, but he is solid. He is solid. He's only a junior, which means we get to see him again next year. So we lose 5 on a procedure call. Brings up a 1st and 15. We're back on our side of the 50, and there's a quick out to Solheim. It's a great block.
Boy, he almost broke that.
That's a great block out there. It might have been Brian Derber, number 5, I think, on the block.
Brought down by Crawford can't save. Ball spotted at the KP 42-yard line.
I believe it was Derber out there,
75.
who's another electrifying receiver that we got to get into this action. Kerrigan rolling out. And who does he have? He has Derber. There you go.
This is going to make King Philip play some deep defensive backs.
Right. I know Sooner said we could get Derber involved, and there we come to him.
He's involved.
He's involved. I wish I could pick lottery numbers like that. We have 33 seconds remaining. That's the important thing right now.
Timeout, Foxborough.
Derber missed a lot of the preseason with a hand injury, but he's as good as they come too. Tough-nosed kid, great hands. He's got good speed, and I actually like Foxborough's weapons. I mean, you got a guy right there practicing the hold. This kid Paul Andrews, fantastic receiver. We just got so many kids in those positions that you can't get them all in the game.
Yeah.
50-50 raffle.
Sort of like the New England.
Good problem.
Sort of like the New England Patriots with all those receivers.
The number 9-3.
Can you imagine what they're going to be like in like the 10th week?
366.
Scary now.
Again, 9-3.
So basically, I think if we get somewhere down around the 15-yard line, we're in James's field goal range. We need 3 to tie. We have a couple timeouts remaining if my calculations are right. King Philip still playing without a safety. And Derber's we're down the middle of the field. That ball's just overthrown. He was shooting for James Krause, number 14, who's back after having a year off from football.
It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Foxborough.
Krause is a junior as well. We lose 5 seconds on the clock, 28 left. 2nd and 10 from the King Philip 35-yard line. 13-10 is the score in favor of King Philip. So we have Hughes and Derber split wide to one side. We have Solheim and Lewis to the other. Uriarty's the back. Kerrigan steps up. He runs into, this is not good.
It's too bad.
Yep. Call a timeout here, guys. He needed to step up in that pocket. Unfortunately, he ran right into the defender. Now that brings up 4th down. So
they got to have a 20-yard out.
Get
it out of bounds. Unless how many do we have a timeout left?
I don't know if we do or not. I mean, he spiked the ball on 3rd down. If anything, I would have called the timeout.
Yep. Well, he's got to save the timeout for a kick, I'm thinking.
Well, let's see if Carew goes into the bag of tricks or if he's just going to try and get something close enough so that James gets a shot by using that last timeout, or maybe just a sideline pass to get out.
Look at King Philip's
Oh,
defense.
yeah, look right there now. You got 5 guys in the end zone. There's Derber. Get out of bounds. There you go. There you go. There's your chance for the field goal. King Philip didn't do themselves any favor right there.
Ball spot at the 15-yard line of King Philip.
Hughes was open too, but then he ends up making a block here. Yeah, and I said if we got to the 15, we could be in his range. So this is going to be about a 32-yard attempt.
Timeout. King Philip. The winning number of the 50-50 raffle, 9389366.
So Foxborough manages to march down the field.
Please go to the snack shack.
3.5 minutes, they get themselves in field goal shape on the last play of the half, barring a penalty. Thank you. We're going to see another replay. And the only reason these guys are wide open is because King Philip's got 5 guys in the end zone. They literally were banking on a Hail Mary pass.
That's exactly right.
So you see Paul Andrews right there, the holder. He's at the 22-yard line, which makes this a 32-yard attempt. We're on the right hash. James is a left-footed kicker. Good snap, and the ball is blocked. Now this can be returned if it had to be, but well, great first half action.
Yeah, it was a great half.
Yeah, 13-10. I think it's a lot closer than most people anticipated. And Foxborough will be receiving the second half kickoff. So good stuff here from Martinelli Field.
Absolutely.
The band's going to take the field. We're going to take a break. And we'll see you probably in about 15 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present the 2019 Foxborough High School Marching Band. The band is led on the field by senior drum majors Marcelo Liberone and Kyle Abashan. The band is directed by Mr. Aaron Bush, Ms. Jennifer Greenleaf, and Mr. Donald Albro. Director of Music, Ms. Tammy Tagaldi. This year's halftime show is entitled Spirit of the Groove. It includes the timeless classics, Taking It to the Streets, Late in the Evening, Your Song, featuring senior tenure saxophone soloist Grace Morrison and Birdland. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Foxborough High School Marching Band.
All right, welcome back here. Just about to start the second half of a very exciting home opener for the Foxborough Warriors, only trailing by 3 to King Philip, a team that we believe was heavily favored coming into this game, Frank.
Highly ranked, I should say. Yeah, this is a good football team, and we're playing as good a football team, as good a football we've played in 3-4 years, Doug.
Yeah, it's good. We have had a few down years of late, and certainly something that Jack Martinelli and his staff are not accustomed to. But they've been working hard getting this team in shape, and we've seen a really good first half defensively and offensively. Shane Kerrigan's looked real good.
Absolutely, they've all looked good. Defense has been outstanding.
All right, so we're going to have Conti tee it up for the King Philip Warriors, and back again for us, we have Louis Solom and Tommy Sharkey. Both have had good returns thus far in the game, and we need a good one to get things started here in the second half. This one's going to go to Sharkey again. He's got a few blockers in front of him. Solheim gives him a nice edge. Brings out to about the 33-yard line. Not a bad return by Tommy Sharkey. And Shane Kerrigan and the Foxborough Warriors will set up shop.
Tommy Sharkey, brought down by number 22, Sam Callan.
All right, we're going to see a little return action here. The good thing I've noticed on the returns we've had is we haven't had a dumb penalty. I mean, we've got decent yardage without doing something dumb.
You make a great point, but there hasn't been a lot of penalties.
Not a lot of penalties at all. Well played game on both sides.
Yeah.
So Kerrigan in the shotgun, and he's going to hand it off to Girardi. There's nothing over there.
Nice play on King Philip's defense.
Caleb Mitchell, I believe. No, it was Aiden Dow. I'm sorry. Aiden Dow was trying to set up a lead block for him, but King Philip was just all over that one, and Girardi loses like 4 yards. Brings up a second and 14 on their own 30-yard line, just inside the 30, actually.
I'm sure Brian Lee had a few choice words for his
I wouldn't be surprised
football team.
Well, King Philip's respecting the passing game a little bit more.
Yeah.
Now we got a quick out to Psalm, and it's snuffed out.
He could have called a penalty on that block in the back, but, but he didn't.
Halliday was on the tackle. No gain right there. Yep. Yeah, Halliday was all over that, and again, no gain on the play. But King Philip's defensive backs are actually now off the line a little bit more. Again, Kerrigan with a good first half passing.
I don't think I've ever, excuse me, Doug, I don't think I've ever seen 5 defensive backs in the end zone like that.
I don't think I've seen that either. Prevents you from doing something good in most cases.
Yeah.
King Philip only 3 guys on the line of scrimmage. They're only rushing 3. That ball's picked off. Oh, not good at all. Number 24 for King Philip on the interception there, Vespucci. And that's a big turnover.
Looked like he threw it right at him.
Yeah, it was a low throw.
That's too bad. That's too bad.
King Philip's only come with 3 rushers right here.
Yeah.
And
it's actually a nice play.
Yeah, it was a really good play. Kerrigan was trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field, and give Vespucci some credit there. He was reading them the whole time. So we have a 1st and 10 at the 17 of Foxborough. And we're going to see Halliday. George wraps him up immediately.
Ryan Halliday on the carry, brought down by number 99, Anton George.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Is his brother playing in college?
I think he is.
Yeah, I don't know where he went.
He has a younger one on the JV team as a sophomore, and I actually have the 2 youngest brothers on my team. They're Irish twins in the 8th grade.
No kidding.
Yeah. One of them we call Blindside. He's a big boy. So we have a 2nd and 8. Again, we get motion from the tight end as the lead blocker. We're going to see Jarris roll, and he's going to inside counter handoff draw.
Yeah.
Exactly, Frank. And I think Halliday finds the end zone.
Yeah, that's not what we needed.
No.
We needed to get off to a good start in the second half, and unfortunately, it didn't happen.
Well, we just took a punch in the mouth here, and we have to respond. But that well-designed play.
Number 34, Ryan Halliday.
Halliday was just set up on the left side of the backfield, and as Jarris rolls that way, he takes the inside handoff on a draw, like you said.
Yeah.
And had all that room to go in the opposite direction. So King Philip now 19, pending extra point here. Conti again, the kicker. And the kick is good. So we have a 10-point lead for the King Philip Warriors, 20-10, 9-23.
Let's take a look at Halliday here.
After the third.
See, Halliday actually starts that way.
Yep.
And then
Nice
great,
block.
look, and you could just see that the couple Foxborough Warriors were just like, oh my God. But again, some kind of like weak tackling at the very end of that. We probably could have stopped them inside the 5, but we missed a couple tackles. But the play itself at the line of scrimmage was well designed.
Oh, we got to answer this.
Sure do.
Back for Foxborough, Louis Selham, number 5, Brian Durba. Dylan Conti will kick off for KP.
Well, Solham and Sharkey, again, the deep backs. We get a squib kick. Got to cover it, and we do. At our own 30-yard line.
Boy, he almost knocked it away from the other guy.
James Stamatos on the cover.
Ball down by number 23, James Stamatos for Foxborough. Foxborough will start on the 30-yard line, 1st and 10.
All right, let's see what we can do. Rebound, plenty of time left in this contest. We're just going to put something together and get in the end zone, and then we'll make a contest of this again. Nice shot of the moon above the lights here at Martinelli Field.
There's a moon out tonight.
Foxborough in a tight formation here. Girardi takes the handoff, runs to the short side of the field.
That's interesting.
Well, Girardi's had a couple good runs, but as of late, they've balled them up a little bit here.
I think they're keying on him now because he's the kid that they like, that they think has the speed.
2nd and 9 for the Warriors.
He gains a yard, brings up a 2nd and 9. Kind of tough run into the short side of the field, though,
sure
too,
is.
right? When you want to go outside.
Absolutely.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Nothing there either.
That was tough.
Girardi again, he gets stuffed. 73 for King Philip was all over him.
Girardi on the carry.
It's Zarba.
Pat Zarba.
Oh, that's interesting. 2 times they ran to the short side.
Yeah.
3rd and 10 for the Foxborough Warriors.
So an apparent passing down here.
I'm going to say a draw to the right.
I was just thinking maybe a screen pass of such.
We always talk about that screen. Sometimes they'll pull it off, but more times than not, it gets stuffed.
Yeah, right. King Philip basically with 5 linebackers right there and 2 safeties, so they're expecting pass. Unless they blitz somebody, they're only coming with 4, and that's what they are. And Kerrigan throws a low pass intended for Solom, and Foxborough's going to come up empty again.
Pass intended for Louis Selham.
So we're going to see the kicking team.
That's not what we needed.
No.
We have to be careful now. This game could get away from us.
I was just thinking the same thing, Frank.
Back to punt.
Prescott is punting.
Cam Prescott.
Good snap. Oh, that could have been
Whoa,
blocked.
he stopped.
Oh,
There's going to be a penalty.
did he catch it? I don't think he put a hand up. I never saw a hand go up, but I was thinking the same thing right there. Boy, that ball could have been, the kick could have been blocked.
Blocked. He stopped.
Yeah.
The kid stopped. Mike, can we see that again, please? Let's take a look at the. Let's take a look at the guy at the top.
Yeah, he pulls
he
up.
Stopped. Wow.
He pulls up, probably afraid to run into him.
Yeah, that's true.
If he has a little bit more of an angle in front, he can lay out without a problem. He probably gets a piece of that ball anyhow. So King Philip, great field position. Their own 47-yard line.
Ball on their own 48-yard line.
You're going to get a lot of holiday right now.
Yeah, here he comes. Again, he picks up like 7 yards.
Brought down by number
Almost
99,
8.
Anton George.
George has been very active tonight, all over the field.
When you get to the crucial part of the game, you got to ride your horse.
Yeah. Halliday's probably up around 18, 20 carries right now, I think. And you just look at that picture right there. That's a running back right there coming at you.
Oh, yeah.
He's got his shoulder square, low to the ground.
Foxborough 45-yard line.
He's getting a blow right now. We have a new running back checked in for a play anyhow. Don't have his number as of yet, but he's going to take the carry. That's number 2. Little jump step. Oh, they got him wrapped up, and he squeaks through. Could have been a loss. That was Cantave.
Crawford Cantave on the carry. Brought down by Mike Sheehan.
Sheehan on the tackle. It almost like he looked like he tried to do a Le'Veon Bell action here. A little stutter step. Lewis had him, and he broke the tackle. So he gains about half a yard on that. So we have a 3rd and 2.
45-yard line.
Foxborough 44-yard line. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Foxborough trailing 20-10. Halliday back in the game. And we're going to have a keeper. Jarris is going to.
Looks like he got
Yeah,
a
he's
first down.
darn close. He's still moving. I think the spot's going to give him the first down.
Yeah, I think so too.
Quarterback
By the way, I said it to you earlier. I apologize. The allergies I got going right now, Doug, are just slowing me down. I apologize.
You don't have to apologize, Frank. Actually, he comes up short with the mark.
He did?
Yeah, look, they get a 4th down on the down box.
Wow.
They're going for it, though. You're not going to see any kick here. Yeah, it's never fun not being on top of your game at 100%.
Well, I really enjoy this. This is a lot of fun for me and has been for 15 years.
Yeah.
And I woke up this morning and I said, my goodness, I can't talk.
4th down and inches.
Anyway, what are we? They're short a couple inches?
They're short a Subway foot long there. Real close. I expect Jarris right here on a keeper myself. Foxborough's loaded up. They made a change in their line. They're like almost in a goal line defense right now. I'd be surprised to see a safety, but this is also where you're going to worry about a pass. Jarris is going up under center. Foxborough's got 8 guys in the box. And they draw us off sides.
And I think the guy that was offsides was the guy over the ball.
It's not good. Not good right there. That's too bad. It's your line. It's Sheehan jumping.
Yep.
Offside call on Foxborough. Results in a KP first down.
Obviously, Jarris came with a hard count. So
1st and 10.
King Philip picks up a freebie on the 5-yard penalty. They're now at the Foxborough 38-yard line. 1st and 10. And we're going to see Jarris again on a keeper. And he's got 15 yards.
The quarterback keeper.
He's quick.
Yeah, he sure is.
Robbie Jarrett on the carry. Brought down by Anton George.
Take a peek at Jarrett here.
Again, just a design play.
KP.
Your linebackers need to stop that because your defensive line is being blocked right there.
24-yard line. First and 10.
You got Anton George making a tackle 12 yards downfield. First and 10. King Philip on the move. 4:20 left in the third quarter. And we're going to see Halliday on a draw play again.
He's a good runner,
Yep.
Doug.
Sheehan on the tackle.
Ryan Halliday on the carry. It's brought down by number 53, Mike Sheehan.
Sheehan's played a pretty good game for the Warriors tonight.
Yeah, he has.
5 yards.
Gain of 5.
Second and 5, the Foxborough 20.
All the linebackers have done well tonight.
King Philip taking their time here. You're going to have that luxury when you have the lead. Again, Halliday is a little setback with Jarrett. And we're going to see a rollout pass action here. And yeah,
Looked like it was tipped.
yeah, ill-advised pass maybe there if it was tipped. Certainly,
I don't know. This kid.
Pass is incomplete.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not quite sure where he was thrown right there. Oh, it was
Brian
tipped.
Lawson, so
Wow, who got up there? It was tipped. They couldn't quite catch that number, but Foxborough defender, might have been Johnny Moses actually. He's about the tallest guy we got out there, number 44. So big third down here. Clock is stopped at 3:25.
Don't put the ball in the air. Run the football. My goodness.
And here we go, a keeper. He's going to be short of that first down. I'm wondering right now if our backers are dropping because into like underneath pass coverage because he's run that ball several times now. He almost put a spy on him, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Just have one linebacker assigned to him. So
They have to anticipate that.
I agree. He's done it too many times.
the Foxborough 21-yard line. Excuse me, the Foxborough 16-yard line.
Need a big stop here.
I'm telling you, Holiday would be the guy I'm giving it to.
No doubt. Unless he goes under center again. And again, with the long, we could try and draw him off with that count. Who we get timeout by King Philip. Lots of options they have. They can do what they just did a couple plays ago, try and get a hard count.
King Philip.
Can do the keeper. You go to Halliday. And then, again.
They do have a lot of options. This is different from a lot of King Philip teams. Last couple of years, they've been very powerful, very strong, big up front. They got a good combination this year of speed and power.
There's a shot of a motley crew, and then it gets better looking as you go down, maybe. Definitely with Shannon in the picture, it gets better looking, but then you get back down, with up and down. All right, 2:31 left on the clock. Foxborough needs a crucial stop here. As you said, Frank, this game could get out of control if KP marches in with another score.
4th and 1 for King Philip.
Yeah.
Ball to Foxborough 16-yard line.
I'm going keeper with Sherris. And he's going to hand it off to Halliday get hits, but he breaks the tackle.
He's a tough kid.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a good hit.
Oh, it was a solid hit.
And he broke it.
Hayden Stapleton on the tackle there, but I'm not sure who made the initial hit, but, oh, God, it would have been a huge stop.
Ryan Halliday on the carry.
Was it George? No, it was, 72, it looks like, for Foxborough. That would be Caleb Mitchell.
By number 2, Aiden Stapleton.
Big hit.
Number 33, Michael Norvis.
All right, well, we have a 1st and 10 at the 13, 2 minutes.
1st and 10,
counting.
Foxborough 13.
High snap. Halliday with the handoff. Off tackle again. Again, Sheehan, I think, was at the bottom of that pile, but not until Halliday picks up a solid 4 yards.
Ryan Halliday on the carry. Brought down by Mike Sheehan and Sean Ferguson.
I know we talked about it before, recent years, not having Frank McDowell down in the truck giving us the stats, huh?
He carried me.
Yeah, he carried a lot of people. He had it all. He was on top of it every home game we ever did.
He knew every down, every yard.
Yeah. Kind of miss him. I haven't seen him actually a little while. I used to work over at Stop and Shop. Haven't seen him for a while. I hope
in
all
the
was
box.
well.
He'd work in the box. He'd stop and get my gas there.
Here we go. Low snap. Hand off to Halliday. Straight head dive. Again, into the heart of the Foxborough line. Looks like 65 for the Warriors on the tackle.
Ryan Halliday.
And we don't have a 65 on the roster, so we're going to need a few changes here. 62 and 65 are in the game tonight, and we're not getting that information on the rosters we were handed, so I apologize. Dylan, 62? Yep. Thank you. There we go.
Now it's 4th down.
Sure is.
Robbie Charis on the quarterback keeper. Brought down by number 78, Sean Ferguson. Fourth down, King Philip.
Oh boy, Fergie.
That's the end of the third quarter. To 3 quarters of play.
Here we go.
King Philip Warriors 20.
12 minutes of football left in this game. Foxborough down by 10. King Philip on the attack inside the 10-yard line of the Warriors. 4th down and 4. Do they kick it or do they go for it? We'll find out shortly. Next week, Foxborough hits the road. We're not back here for almost a month, I think.
I think you're right, yeah.
Yeah, like October 11th, Sharon or Stoughton, one of the two.
They going to Milford?
Yeah, we go. I don't think Milford's later. Milford's in October. It might be. Are we going to North?
North Attleboro.
We're going to North next week, right?
Yep. I think that's it. I think the next 2 games we have back-to-back are Sharon and
Stoughton. Our next two home games.
Yep.
One's homecoming, the other one's senior night. So 2 long half times, or actually 1 long halftime, 1 long pregame.
Bring your pillow.
Bring your pillows. So here we go. Foxborough's got a lot of beef right there in the middle of that line.
I know Doug has told you folks already that there's been a lot of changes in the governing of the football body right now. If you haven't noticed, we're in the 4th period and it's 12 minutes. It used to be 11.
And there's a keeper by Jarris. He's on a rollout. We got George chasing him to the moon.
Oh, no.
Oh, we ducked that one.
Boy, you're
Great
right.
pressure by George, though.
Yeah.
Jarris' pass.
But a credit to Jarris.
Number 9.
I'm not sure how he got a good throw off, to tell you the truth.
By number 2, Aiden Stapleton.
Look like 2
Oh,
guys.
we get a flag down.
Foxborough takes over.
All right,
down.
it looks like it's against King Philip, thankfully.
First and
Might have
10.
had somebody downfield,
Downfield, I think,
right?
right? Yeah. I like this. Can we see that again, Mike? Please.
That was a nail biter right there. Yeah, my guess is there's probably a hold or something like that. Yeah, I think we get maybe a hold, but George chased Jarris 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go, Foxborough. Need something to happen here. Again, we're going to run the ball. And Uriarty, again, is only able to come up with a yard or 2.
What we can't afford to do now is we can't afford to turn the ball over.
No, we cannot. All right, we got an injury timeout. But here, look at this. You can see Anton George. Look at this. Look at the strides on this kid.
Officials timeout on the field.
He never gave up, and Jarrett still manages to get off a decent pass. Aiden Stapleton back there on the defense to help break that up, but injured Foxborough Warrior down on the field. Not quite sure who that is.
I don't know. I can't see.
Yep. Hopefully it's maybe just a cramp or something. Yeah, the Mansfield team traveled out to Cincinnati. They're playing tonight. I was told that the game is being streamed at Buffalo Wild Wings in Mansfield, so the hometown folks can go over there and watch. That's Zach Jenkins, senior captain. Hopefully it's just a cramp, but they got tickets to the Notre Dame, New Mexico game for tomorrow. Did some other sightseeing, I guess. Some good stuff to go into Chicago before they come home. So that's a great trip for a bunch of high school kids.
Absolutely.
Here we are, back to action. Kerrigan on a draw play, and he has nothing in the middle there. He gets swallowed up fast. He gains about a yard.
Shane Kerrigan on the quarterback keeper.
Now we have
Tackled by a slew.
number 73 for the King Philip Warriors. The ball at Powell, a little slow getting up, but
10-yard line.
And on that tackle there was Pat Zarba. So 3rd and 6. Our 11-yard line. Clock is ticking. And we're just under 11 minutes now.
The 11-yard line at Foxborough.
So we have Solham and Stamatos to the near side. Kerrigan takes a snap. He's got pressure coming from his blind side. Stamatos, ball's going to be intercepted. Number 60, that's a linebacker that intercepted that. That ball should have been caught by Stamatos. This is a first down if he catches this ball. It's a good throw. A little high, but it's a good throw. Right there.
You got to catch that.
Got to catch that ball. Then it's tipped back. 23 tips it back. And then 60 for King Philip comes up with the interception. And again, unfortunately, I apologize. I don't have a guy's name for number 60 for King Philip. But 23 was the D-back Du Bois that broke that up.
1st and 10 for the King Philip Warriors.
So turnovers here in the second half have really spelled some doom for our Warriors. That's the second interception. That one, no fault of Kerrigan at all. So King Philip starts now at our 16-yard line. And we're going to see, again, Mr. Halliday, we got a flag on in there, so we probably got a hold or something like that.
I'm sure that's a hold, too.
Flag on the play.
Another interesting rule change is the cut blocks.
Yep.
They continue to reduce what you can do now with cut blocks. We'll come back to that in a second after the replay. There's a hold right there. With the cut blocks, your backs, if they were in the backfield, they used to be able to lead block. You're on a sweep, they'd be able to between, let's say, a clock face a 10-2 angle, face up on a defensive guy. They could cut block them, which is basically hitting somebody below the waist. Now the only guys that can cut block are your offensive linemen, and they have to do it on the snap of the ball. They can't run outside the pocket and cut block. It's basically the snap of the ball, straight ahead, and that's it. So they're really doing things to reduce injuries to players.
Yep. Well, it makes sense.
Makes sense. So we got a big 1st and 20 now. And we're going to see that little reverse play here, the reverse draw.
And
we were waiting for it this time. Johnny Moses stayed at home there. Aiden Stapleton again there. Mike Norvish.
Brought down by number 44, John Moses. Number 78, Sean Ferguson.
So another loss of yardage. Ball's on a 31. Well, we got them heading in the right direction. We just need to hold up here and get the ball back as quick as possible. KP certainly taking their sweet time. All right, Jarrison again in shotgun. We got a little movement by that. It's a pitch play. Oh, that could have been picked off. That was a shuttle pass. Caleb Mitchell would have been interesting if he had come up with that. I'm not sure how far that return would have been. But that's almost like, oh my goodness, look at that.
Ball at the Foxborough 31-yard line.
Real close. The intended guy on that was number 86 for King Philip, and that's Danson. And it looked to me like Danson actually started to move prior to that snap, anticipating that pass. All right, they're going to put 8 seconds back on the clock. Gives me memories of that Attleboro finish that year, Frank.
Wow. Remember that with the kid Robitaille?
Yeah.
Who ended up playing over in Europe.
Yeah. But
it was good athlete.
You know, the clock operator kind of snoozing there. Never started the clock. The clock should have ended the game.
Doug, you know what he was? He was actually snoozing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. So here we go. Big third down, 22 yards to go now. Looks like even more than that, to tell you the truth. We're going to see that draw play again. Where's your linebackers? Come up, come up, come up, come up. There you go. Again, Sheehan.
Robbie Charis on the carry. Brought down by Aiden Stapleton.
We got to be ripping the ball now.
Yeah. Aiden Stapleton on that tackle again, too. Even though his dad's standing a few feet away from me, I will say one of my all-time favorites. Never afraid to take a hit or give a hit. So we need this stop here. No sense in punting, really. Nothing to be gained. Ball would probably be kicked in the end zone anyhow. And outside the field goal range. Be interesting if they still had that Cole Baker kid kicking for him, if they'd try a field goal from here. The kid had a real strong leg. Here's that, again, that reverse draw play. So we survive on a turnover. 7:44 left in the game. Johnny Moses on the tackle. Michael Sheen on the tackle again.
Well, we got to do something now.
We really do, and basically, if we're going to run it, we got to run something that's going to work, because Bobby Uriarte's being bottled up right now. In all fairness to him, they're keyed on him, and he doesn't have much of a chance.
1st and 10 for the Foxborough Warriors, starting at their own 22-yard line.
So we're at our own 22, 1st and 10, trailing by 10. Kerrigan, that ball hit the ground. Yeah, side officials were going to give it to us, but the back judge saw that ball hit the turf. Saw him, the intended receiver. We're going to see a replay on this. We've already seen, yeah, it rolled out. That's what it was. We've already seen Louis come up with one of those catches earlier in the game.
Yeah, that was a great catch in the first quarter.
Let's see. Derber's back in the game. I'd look for Derber here. They're coming blitz. Ball intended for Uriarte out in the flat.
That's intended for Bobby Uriarte. It's incomplete. 3rd down.
Big play here. If we don't get it, we pretty much have to punt, though. We can't give them the ball deep in our own territory. Have to put pressure on the defense, and we don't want to do that at this point in time. See what Brian Cruz sends in with Shane Kerrigan.
You know, I think next week's game with North Attleboro Dogs is going to be a pretty even contest.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Davenport division is going to be pretty balanced this year. There's Girardi. He's going to come up short. Trying to sweep him. He had a couple linemen out in front of him pulling.
Chris McNamara on the carry.
Actually, I'm sorry, it was McNamara. Yeah, the Warriors are going for it. King Phillips trying to sub. Got to call a quick timeout by KP.
Timeout, King Phillips.
Foxborough almost caught him by surprise there.
4th and 2.
Yeah, this is C-Mac. I apologize. I thought Girardi was still in there. Picked up 8 yards. So here we go, 4th and 2. This is more manageable than a 4th and 10, obviously. Probably gonna be our ball game in a nutshell on this play. If we don't come up with it, KP will probably just try to grind the clock out.
I think you're right.
Another interesting rule change too is the face mask. They've gone back to both the 5 and the 15 instead of the standard 15 yards.
Yeah.
Leaving it in the official's judgment whether or not it was intentional.
Intentional, yeah.
Here goes.
Got everybody coming here.
Oh, this is not good. This is not good. I'm not even sure what that play was.
I think he fumbled, didn't he?
He doesn't have the ball, that's for sure. I have no idea what that play call was.
Mike, can we see that, please?
Kerrigan was actually in shotgun, then he moved up under center. There was a lot of yelling going on by the King Philip defense. I think he was trying to keep it.
He dropped the ball.
But they just blew that up.
Yeah. Yep.
King Philip just blew that up. I mean, Zach Jenkins is your center, and he was driven back into Shane Kerrigan.
Takes over. 1st and 10 on the Foxborough 30-yard line.
Halliday again. Picking and weaving.
Oh, he's a tough guy.
He sure is. Again, he runs into George.
Ryan Halliday, stopped by number 99, Anton George.
Monster game by George.
All over the field.
All over the field.
2nd and 7 for KP.
Gain of 3. And again, 6.5 minutes now left. Clock is ticking. KP will just keep running the ball. Cantave is in now in the backfield. Along with a fullback, we get a power I formation. And Cantave gets it. Runs a straight ahead ISO play. He was following Sean Conniff, number 40.
Crawford Cantave with the carry. Brought down by John Moses and Mike Sheehan.
3rd down and about 3.
3rd and about 3 for KP.
Ball on the Foxboro, looks like 21-yard line.
Oh, you got two downs to get that 3 yards.
That, or 23-yard line, I checked that. Yeah. Same formation. Cantave still the deep back. I think Jarris, nope. I was suspecting Jarris to keep it, but Cantave's going to get the 1st down. They're going to move the chains.
Crawford Cantave on the carry. Brought down by Mike Sheehan. John Moses.
Well, the clock is now the enemy of the Foxborough Warriors.
Run results in a 1st down, KP.
Need a huge stop.
One more full
19-yard
first
line,
down, and that would
Foxborough.
be in the
Yeah,
end of it.
turnover is really what is needed right here, because even if they stop and Frank, like you just said, 4 downs, KP can take 3 minutes off the clock with
Sure.
4 downs.
Absolutely.
Foxborough needs 2 scores. We're back to Halliday. And again, through the middle of the Foxborough defense, he's weaving. See Norvish in there.
Ryan
Sheen.
Howland to carry. Picks up about 5.
2nd and 5.
Brings it down to about the 14-yard line of Foxborough.
Again, Halliday's in the backfield behind Jarrist. And he's going to get it again. And he's going to go straight ahead. And he's going to be close to that first down. He has it, so we're going to have a
Brought
first.
down by Mike Norvish.
Nope.
He didn't get it.
No, he didn't get it. The chain crew over there started moving the sticks. So we have a 3rd and 1
Third and about 1 from the 10-yard line of Foxborough.
at the 10. 3.5 minutes left. Foxborough trailing by 10, 20-10. Huge crowd here tonight. We noticed it a little earlier. Some of them are starting to leave now, unfortunately, but lined around the fence on the King Philip side of the field. We haven't seen that around here in a while.
That's right.
There's the first down right there. Now they're going to measure. They're saying 4th down, but I think we're going to see a measurement here.
Quarterback keeper by Robbie Jarrist. Results in a first down.
Yeah, it is a first down.
Now they're not
First and
even
goal.
going to measure.
For King Philip. Ball to the 9-yard line of Foxborough.
Well, 1st and goal from the 9. Clock is ticking, under 3 minutes. KP doesn't have to score to secure the win here. All they can do is secure the ball, kill that last bit of time. Jarris under center. And again, Halliday into the middle of the line. A bunch of Foxborough Warriors right there. Caleb Mitchell, 72. He's had a pretty good game.
Ryan the carry. Stopped by Caleb Mitchell and Mike Sheehan, along with Sean Ferguson. Second and goal to go.
We have flags.
We got too much time.
Yeah, could be. It's against King Philip.
Penalty on KP. Pushes the ball back to the 13-yard line.
Ball's out on the 13-yard line of Foxborough.
Second down goal for KP.
Foxborough's out of timeouts, aren't they, Doug?
Yeah, pretty. If they have any, they got one. But
Maybe he'll just take a knee.
yeah, we're gonna see Cantave again.
Crawford Cantave, the carry.
Straight ahead dive. Now we see a timeout here. Foxborough.
Timeout Foxborough.
Well, the Warriors put up a pretty good battle here tonight. Well, as we said, probably a heavy underdog coming into this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We expected them to have their hands full, that's for sure. But
they played a good football game.
Great first half in particular. The 2 turnovers in the second half really spelled the difference. One of them did not hurt us. We dodged that bullet, but again, it took the opportunity away for us to try and get something going offensively, and certainly KP has taken advantage of killing the clock every time they've had the ball.
Well, they're a good football team.
They're an excellent football team.
There's no question about that, and they're going to be in the playoffs, I believe, anyway. So we'll see. We'll see how we do the rest of this. Like I said, next week's going to be an even game with North Attleboro, I think.
Yeah, and they got their new turf field, but unfortunately they can't play on it because their bleachers have been deemed unsafe. So we're back to community field, which, again, most people like going to games at community field anyhow. Here we go, 3rd and 9. And again, Halliday's going to bounce this outside a little bit. He's going to get it down inside the 5-yard line.
Mike Norvis.
Norvis on the tackle. He's had a good game tonight.
It's funny, we were laughing about it. My son Paul and I were laughing the other night about their daughters. Jack's granddaughter and my granddaughter are best friends.
That's fantastic.
They live 5 doors down, and you know the third best friend of all of them, Kenny Farrell's daughter.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so it's unbelievable. They all live in North Attleboro.
For the King Philip Warriors.
I always get a chill when I know Foxborough people living in North Attleboro. I mean, I get it. It's just real estate in general is just so darn crazy in Massachusetts, in particular Foxborough.
Yeah.
North Attleboro used to be inexpensive, but that's no longer the case always. But there's been for years a lot of Foxborough people who have started families over there and have come back to haunt us athletically with their children.
Yeah.
Come down, cheer on your Warriors.
It is what it is.
They have my now 5-year-old grandson wrestling. He was being coached by Carmen Colaci and Billy Ivitz.
Okay.
In the wintertime at 4 years old. I mean, I can't believe they're involved in these things so young.
They are, and there's opinions both ways on that.
Yeah.
The thing is if kids are capable of doing stuff,
yeah,
fine. I just like the idea if they do multiple things. I hate the idea of specializing at an early age.
No question.
Say they're just going to play football or they're just going to play lacrosse. I think they need to experience several sports, and then as they get to high school, then decide which one may be a ticket for them to go to the next level.
Yeah.
But
even if they don't go to the next level,
yeah,
just so they have
part
fun.
Of teams. That's right. They're trying to draw Foxborough sides, and here we go. Mikey Norvis again, Mikey Sheen again. So we stop Halliday from scoring, which we're just out of time. We're just basically have no time to do anything here.
Mike Norvis.
Nice tackle.
Mikey Norvis was through there like a bullet, and then Sheen coming to finish off. But that's really Mikey Norvis on that play. Again, hard-nosed kid, junior. He'll be back next year.
Yeah, I see some good things from these kids.
I see a lot of good things from these kids. And again, I think once that line gets better developed, molded as a true unit, because the running backs are strong. Kerrigan showed a better side tonight. Last week he struggled a little bit, but he looked a little more comfortable tonight. He's got some good targets. Defense played pretty darn good. KP only 20 points, right? I mean,
absolutely.
Get out of the end zone, Shane. There you go. Well, he scrambles for a first down.
Quarterback keeper. It's a first down.
So we have 32 seconds left. Down by 10. Right now, just basically trying to make something happen to
20-yard
tighten
line.
the score up a little bit.
1st and 10 for the Foxborough Warriors.
Three receivers to the near side, the wide side of the field. That ball just got away. He intending to throw it to Derber on a quick bubble screen.
Carries pass intended for number 5, Brian Derber.
Just a little wide.
Second down.
Not a bad play call. Shane just let that one get away from him. .28 seconds remaining. Got Hughes right in the middle there. That ball is going to be intercepted. Again, that's a class move right there by that young man from King Philip. He
Pass is intercepted. by
intercepted
number
it.
10, Charlie Grant.
Charlie Grant on the interception. Basically slides at the end to avoid taking a hit, but also basically just to say, hey,
Brings it back
game
to the
over.
Foxborough 35-yard line, where King Philip will take over.
So we should see a knee here from King Philip.
I think he goes picked off 3 times.
Yeah, he was all in the second half.
Yep.
You know, again, this is like, let's say, garbage time. Call it what it is. Trying to make something happen. King Philip's back in a prevent defense pretty much with deep safeties.
Sure.
You know, they know Foxborough has to pass, so I think the one that hurt him was the first one when he
Right,
threw it
exactly.
right, you know, low into the line, and then, you know, it was intercepted and returned a bit. That set up KP's last score. But all in all,
Good effort.
I'm impressed. I saw the scrimmage against Catholic Memorial,
Yep.
who's probably either, if they're not the top team in the state, they're the number
They're
2.
pretty darn close.
They have the old Everett coach coaching them now. They have a lot of kids that they've recruited to play there, which they have the luxury in a Catholic school.
They've
or a
got
private
7
school.
Division I prospects.
That's right.
7.
And that was just a total mismatch. And that day, I'm sitting there myself saying, like, are we really this bad, or is that team really that good? And it was really that the other team was that good. Norton was a test last week.
Yeah.
And this here was a great effort.
Yep. Absolutely.
I mean, nothing bad to say about this one tonight, folks. Foxborough put up a valiant effort against a strong King Philip team. Not the outcome we wanted, but certainly something not to be ashamed of.
Something to build on.
Something to build on. I think that game next week in Norton is going to be good. I'm going over there.
That'll be fun.
I'm not going to miss that one. So, you know, to wrap things up, basically King Philip 20, Foxborough 10. Foxborough falls to 1-1. King Philip goes to 2-0. We won't see them again, even in the playoffs, which is also good news. And Cape Wade, as always, with new high-tech equipment for us to work with, great people to work with. The camera action tonight was fantastic. And my partner here, a little under the weather.
You carried me tonight, Doug.
That's what, you know, people say, Doug, you talk too much anyhow. We want to hear Frank again the next time.
Yeah.
But, you know, always a pleasure. And again, 15 years with this gentleman, and hoping to have many more. But let's work through this year first.
Absolutely.
So for the entire Cable crew and the Foxborough High School athletic department, teams, supporters, and band, thank you all and have a great night.
watching this Cable 8 sports coverage of the 2019 football season. Coverage made possible through the efforts of Foxborough Cable Access volunteers. You can watch all the Warrior home games Mondays at 8 on Comcast Channel 8 and Verizon Channel 39. You can also catch us online at fcatv.org and follow us on Facebook and on Twitter.